What's up, y'all? Welcome to DatWayPodcast. I'm Dale.
And I'm Smiley. And here at DatWayPodcast, we dare artists to thrive by giving them a platform to showcase their talents.
And today we got a special guest in the building with us, my man Dyson Alexander. What's up, Dyson?
Poppin', man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
No question, man. Thank you for coming through, man. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the questions, Dyson. So can you go ahead and tell the people who is Dyson?
Shit, Dyson, I'm just a young nigga who has a passion for music and love. I love finding my inspiration in women.
Okay. All right. So, I remember hearing a radio drop from you when you were young. Like, how old were you when you did that drop, man?
I was 13.
13? Yeah, I remember that. I actually do remember that. So how old were you when you first started rapping?
I was 11 when I started rapping, but I started taking it seriously when I was 13. When I did that drop, that was the first time I had ever stepped foot in a radio station. I stepped in with Gemini. I played him a couple records, and he was like, Easy Street actually took me. He was showing me how the whole shit worked. When artists come through, do drops, and all that shit. And then he had me do a jump for Angie, and I'm thinking, they just, showing me how the shit work. They ain't gonna use it or nothing. And then, I left the radio station and probably like 20 minutes after, my aunt calling me and shit. And she heard me on the radio. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then, they just kept that shit going. They kept that shit going for a minute.
Yeah. I remember the drop. That's how I remember when I seen you in the studio. That's how I actually remembered. I'm like, wait, is that the kid from the radio? I was like, hey, that's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely good to see you still. How long would you say you've been in the game?
Shit, I'm saying. I would say I've been making music. Almost. I'm 19 now, so almost 10 years. In 2 years will be 10 years. But really, going hard with it. Been about 6, 7.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm born in PG County, but raised in Woodbridge, Virginia. So I just claim the whole DMV as a whole. Motherfuckers, be trying, throw a little salt on VA and shit. We don't matter, but this is where I grew up at. So I can't do nothing but accept it and claim it, and show motherfuckers on the outside looking in that it is talent coming out of Virginia. It's hella talent coming out of Virginia.
If you had an artist dead or alive that you can get a feature from, who would you pick?
Drake or Chris Brown. One on. I guess you could in there too. But if we talking DMV. I would actually say a nigga like JG Riff, just because he's so versatile. He really talented. A nigga like Light Show.
What's one of the first songs you ever recorded?
The first song I ever recorded was actually the first song that got me started. Called Poppin' Bottles. I don't know what the fuck.
13 popping bottles, huh?
I don't know. It was just some cool shit. And then, like I said, I recorded. That was the first song I recorded when I was 11. And then, and my father, he was in a music group. He used to sing and shit. I used to go to the studio with him all the time. And but I was focused on football. Football always been my main. That's always been what I really wanted to do. But he was going to I think he was going to a meeting or rehearsal, something like that, with a DJ from WPGC by the name of DJ Storm. And this was back when CDs, it wasn't nothing to have CDs on you. And he had my shit on the CD. He forgot he had my shit on the CD. He played it. He was like, this your son? And he yeah. And he tell all his friends that I'm gonna play that shit on the live broadcast on Friday. My father, so he think, he probably just talking, he'll forget or whatever. But he really played that shit. So then we had to backtrack that, and then we did a video, photo shoot, all that, and just been going ever since.
You remember a verse or any notable bar from that song?
I remember the hook. We popping bottles, we pop them in the parking lot. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I be trying to erase that shit from my memory.
That's a part of your stock, man. You gotta keep that.
So you say your dad was in a group, right?
Yeah, called the Co-op.
So would you say he was one of your musical inspirations?
Yeah. I mean, I guess just because I was always around him, like I was his shadow, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just the type, wherever he going, I'm gonna go, just, you know what I'm saying, to be there. But I really started, I mean, it was just on some fun shit for me. Like, it wasn't, I feel like it would be wrong for me to say, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't my inspiration. But, you know what I'm saying, me being around this shit, I would be wrong to say he wasn't. But I just started doing this shit just because I just wanted to do shit. It was something to do for real.
All right, who are your other musical inspirations?
I got an old soul. I don't really show it like that. But my father, he, you know what I'm saying, he brought me up on, like, you know, the Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, you know what I'm saying, all them niggas, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day. And
real spitters.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I would be wrong to say they didn't inspire me because, you know what I'm saying, that's what I was brought up on. But niggas like Drake, Future, you know what I'm saying, even Chris Brown, if I could dance, I would do that shit. They're so talented. Like you could literally, them type of niggas that'll change, you know what I'm saying, they'll change a whole record just with their voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of niggas that I look up to. So
if you could go back and give 13-year-old Dyson some advice, what would you tell him?
13-year-old me? 13-year-old.
Or 11, but whatever one you want to start at, because you say you started at 11, but you say you started taking it serious at 13, so.
13-year-old me, I would just tell myself I don't really know. I would say, you know what I'm saying, consistency, because consistency is always, like, you know what I'm saying, that's always, you gotta be consistent in this shit.
Yeah.
I've always been pretty consistent. So I would say just stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, staying focused and blocking out all the extra shit.
Is Dyson your real name? Like Dyson Alexander? Like, is
yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah, that's my first and middle name. Yeah, but I always thought it sounded like somebody, so I was like yeah, it's cool to say.
So how was going to school being a known rapper? How was that?
It was cool. One of my biggest songs was Tap My Phone, and that was when I was 15, 16. And yeah, that shit was going crazy all over. Like, that shit was going crazy all over the DMV. I mean, they was playing that shit on the radio and everything. That was like my first, you know what I'm saying, like my big, like I still go to, you know what I'm saying, I still go to Spotify, iTunes, and it's still, you know what I'm saying, as one of the top songs.
Okay.
But it was cool. It was cool. You know, I just wish I would have stayed, you know what I'm saying, stayed focused, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, you getting all that attention, and you like, man, I don't really want to do this cool shit.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, like, it's crazy. I went from wanting to go to college, wanting to go, you know what I'm saying, to D1 schools, to just not even tripping about school for real. So it's like, I don't know, I just that's what I mean by I wish I'd have stayed focused as well. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely fun. I had actually left school my junior year to take online classes because, like, I was missing school, and then I was even playing football my freshman year, and I was missing like practice and shit to like go perform at like other schools, prep rallies, and like, yeah, so that shit just really started getting like in the way.
Okay.
Speaking of attention, like, what's the craziest thing you've experienced with one of your fans or like one of your supporters?
Probably just some of the females I encountered, you know what I'm saying? I probably choose the wrong ones. That's what I think.
Did you use your stardom to get the girls? You be like, hey, man.
Nah. I ain't gonna hold you. I be trying, like, I don't be minding to act like or be a quote unquote regular person. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like niggas that do that shit be corny as hell.
Fact.
like I'm so and so motherfucker. Like, yeah, like nah, I ain't been that type of person. I ain't never been that type of person.
Okay.
So you have like a really specific sound of hip hop or like of rap. What does your writing process look like? Do you like think of a word and like try to rhyme it with something else and you go from there, or do you come up with a line and then?
It normally starts with a line, or even if not a rhyme, just a cadence. And I feel like whatever. All right, so when I first started, it was always I had to write down everything. Like, had to make sure I had everything written before I go in the studio, because you can't play about studio.
That time, yeah.
But then, you know what I'm saying, as I got older and was growing more, you know what I'm saying, I got more comfortable where I could just, you know what I'm saying, write or come up with shit off top. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's plenty of rappers that, you know what I'm saying, that make realistic music based off of, you know what I'm saying, their situations and their lives and shit. And then there's other rappers that, you know what I'm saying, just talk bullshit, or, you know what I'm saying, just some shit that they either ain't never been through, or, you know what I'm saying, some niggas just like to pop their shit, and I'll pop my shit on a song, but in a different way.
So we know we living in the Corona world right now. Everybody got the masks on and things like that. How has Corona affected your approach to the music bit? Like, I know it probably slowed up a lot of shows for you. So how are you getting in touch with your fans now?
It definitely slowed shit down. Like, not even just shows, just events in general, because I'm the type, you know what I'm saying, I'm always out, like, you know what I'm saying, any event, whether it's networking or whatever it is, just, you know, making sure I'm seen or I'm in the right places. But I look at it as a positive, because it just really gave me a time to sit back and see who really fucking with you, and deciding, you know what I'm saying, what the next move is gonna be for me musically. So I just look at it as a positive, and not really, you know what I'm saying, not really trip. And plus, I don't drop shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like all the time, like, you know what I'm saying, some niggas do. So I guess that's, you know what I'm saying, I've used that as well to, you know what I'm saying, I got so much music in the vault that now it's just, you know what I'm saying, time to start, you know what I'm saying, putting it in niggas' places. Right. But yeah, speaking of Corona, I did have Corona. But that shit.
How was it?
Yeah, it was wild. I ain't gonna hold you. The first 2 days, that shit was kicking my ass. But, like, that shit was real. I was like, okay. But it was, you know what I'm saying, they told me quarantine or whatever, and then I went back and tested again and came back negative. So, you know, I've been good. It's crazy. They don't even like prescribe you nothing. Like, they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, go get some Tylenol, but they don't really like, they don't have no type of solution for the shit. Like, they just tell you quarantine, you know what I'm saying? You really treat the shit like a cold times 2 for real.
If you had a meeting with one of the top A&Rs in the nation, what song of yours would you play for him, and why?
It would either be Time Off or Money Calling. Money Calling is like one of my favorite songs. Right? It's a club banger, but it's like, how do I put it? It's one of those timeless records, you know what I'm saying? You can play that shit anywhere at any time for real, you know what I'm saying? But it would be between Money Calling and Tap My Phone, just because they're real timeless. But with the music that I have now, man, niggas, man, this.
You got to send some of that over, man. So we could definitely help you promote that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been going through your catalog, and I like one of my favorites of yours is Never Trip Part 2. That shit is fire, man. Like, that thing is fire. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, the shoot score past my brother the assist. Like, hey, I'm like, okay, that shit was fire. And I noticed too, like you said, you haven't been like super, like you haven't been dropping a lot. Was the last song that you dropped like Confused?
Confused and Shine. It was a 2-song EP. But like shit like Never Trip Part 2, like that's not even, you know what I'm saying, that was just some shit. That was some in the moment shit, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that's not the type of music, you know what I'm saying, I normally make.
Yeah, it sounds a little different. It definitely sounds different. I think that's why, one of the reasons why I caught my, because you was spitting. Like, I'm like, okay, Shawty's spitting on this joint. So that was kind of one reason why I kind of caught my eye more. I mean, I like all your music for real, but that was one I was like, damn, let me write that motherfucker down, because that joint is definitely that.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So with your music, I hear like New York, like Detroit. To me, like, how did you find that sound in DC or like the DMV? Being from the DMV.
I hear K Kent. When I hear your music, I kind of hear like a K Kent type of vibe.
I mean, I try to incorporate like all the beats. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to take like little notes from everybody and try to incorporate it and make the shit into my own, but do it in a way, you know what I'm saying, where it's original, and you know what I'm saying, niggas can't say it sound like nobody. But DMV wise, me personally, I feel like I haven't really, like, I have this one song called Purple Rain. That's one jump where I'm kind of rapping on too. But like, you know, everybody say the DMV flow and whatever the fuck. But I feel like I've never really done nothing. I've never really made that type of music or rap in the DMV flow way. But with the shit I got coming up, I got some real records where like it may not necessarily be me rapping, you know what I'm saying, the DMV flow or whatever, but it's some DC shit, you know what I'm saying? When you go to them day parties, or when you in the city or whatever, no matter where you at, you can picture, you know what I'm saying? You can picture the whole city, you know what I'm saying? But behind the shit, like I feel like the DMV sound, like people say the DMV flows the DMV sound, but I feel like the DMV sound ain't really been, like, outside of Go-Go hasn't really been, you know what I'm saying? Hasn't been
solidified yet.
Yeah, it hasn't really, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't really, I guess, formed or whatever. But with the shit I got coming up, like, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely.
Why do you think that? Do you think it's because so nowadays I would say DC, a lot of DC artists are like, back in the day we were coming up with our own shit a little bit. A lot of DC artists now are like stealing shit from like Atlanta, like No Cap and all this other shit. Like is that why you say that? Because it's more so like inclusive of their shit too?
Yeah. That it's a part of it. Somebody was just talking about this. Shit might have been yesterday. Now I think about it, on this app called Clubhouse. I say that because I feel like everybody. It's like you hear something, and then somebody tries to mimic what they heard, as to, you know what I'm saying, as to doing it their own way, or, you know what I'm saying, doing their own shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel like the DMV flow or whatever isn't really the DMV sound, because outside ain't too many, you know what I'm saying, ain't too many consumers outside of the DMV in my generation that's listening to this, or that's listening to the shit. So it's like the shit is really, you know what I'm saying, it's really globalized here.
Yeah.
But I still feel like, I guess it's a personal thing, but people won't really understand until you show them what you're talking about for real. So that's where I feel like I'm at, or where I'm at right now. I just feel like with the shit that I got in the works and in the cut and stashed away or whatever, it's just to show motherfuckers like what. It's to show motherfuckers that the DMV ain't all about no toting guns or shooting shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not what niggas is about out here, bro. Like, niggas, if we being honest, niggas about, or if they not, niggas should be about getting some money or motherfucking getting some pussy or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas worry about the wrong shit, worry about what other niggas think. Like, that's not what the DMV is as a whole.
Niggas, everybody can't be killers, man. That shit ain't even it. Like,
yeah.
Even the killers be on chill time sometimes. So like you said, you know what I'm saying?
And my father always tell me, back in his day, like at the parties and shit, or, you know what I'm saying, around their time, even the motherfucking gangsters and the hustlers was at the party fucking with bitches. That, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't always.
Now you got niggas like that.
Yeah, like niggas wasn't always on that type time.
Damn, she fat as shit. Don't go say nothing to her though.
I just want to show motherfuckers that's not really, and it's more to, you know what I'm saying, it's more to talk about. It's more substance going on in life to just be talking about the same shit every time.
Do you think you're like holding on to that music until like Corona subsides and things go back to normal?
Not really. Right now, I mean, if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying, I'll be dropping some shit right now, but it's the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's the holidays, you know, people like to be with their family, and too many people locked in on, you know what I'm saying, music. They really worry about the holidays for real. But I actually got an album I'm working on that's almost done. I was supposed to be dropping on my birthday, which is January 7th, but that's probably not gonna happen. I don't like rushing. I don't like feeling like I'm in a rush with shit, especially when I still got other records, you know what I'm saying, that I feel need to be heard, that will be dropped. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna use this time to take my time and put out some great ass quality work.
So any plans for the big 20th, man? You say it's coming up, right?
Yeah, I don't have plans, but whatever I do, I know we going up for sure.
Bet.
And that was another thing. I didn't want to drop nothing on my birthday because I feel like it take away, you know what I'm saying, like, but we're not. I feel like my birthday would take away from, you know what I'm saying, from the music, or the music would take away from my birthday. Like I just want, you know what I'm saying, I just want to turn up, and then, you know what I'm saying, we get into all that shit later. But my birthday is my day.
All right. She a Capricorn too, man. So
16.
16th? Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
So you got a name for the project? Can you drop it or not?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Too Young for Heartbreak.
Too Young for Heartbreak. Okay, I like that, man.
Yeah. I'm looking at that as my So Far Gone. You know, Drake So Far Gone was like, that was his like I'm saying, basically his nigga I'm here.
Great guy.
Yeah, so that's how I picture that being.
Okay. You gotta like I know you say you just dropped a 2-track EP. How many songs you gonna put on this?
Between 8 and 10.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to going back in the studio, you know what I'm saying, getting teed up and making more records and seeing what I come up with. And because my thing is, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to just, like my publicist, she trying to get me to, you know what I'm saying, put a end date on, you know what I'm saying, when to stop recording so we can focus on, you know what I'm saying, what's going on the project or what we, you know what I'm saying, what we pushing. But I don't know, like I said, music in the moment, so whatever the fuck I'm feeling, I'm gonna want to record.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, I just want to keep recording, and I love the process. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's nothing better than, you know what I'm saying, making some shit that you know is like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just really enjoy recording.
So speaking on your recording process, are you a writer or you a freestyler?
Both, a little bit of both. If I write, it would be because maybe somebody sent me a beat or I heard a beat and I'm saying, or and I may not necessarily be able to record it, but some shit come to my head and I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta finish this shit. I gotta write this shit right now. But then if I'm in the studio and a nigga play a beat, if I hear whatever I hear, I'm just be like, all right, but let's go in. That's really where I started. But then, you know what I'm saying, eventually it comes a point where I'm saying that not everybody, like, yeah, that shit, yeah, cool, you could rap, but what else can you do? Right? Yeah. Can you make songs and shit? So that's really what my focus has been. So like when I say like it's crazy. You would have to be there. Actually, I think I'm having a listening session on December 4th, and y'all invited if y'all want to come.
Yeah, send us an invite, man. We definitely come through. And here at DatWayPodcast, one of my favorite things is to say, we love everybody, man. So it ain't necessarily just street shit, even though, you know what I'm saying, I be in whatever. But, you know what I'm saying, it's street, it's love. Like we have a segment called Sing That Shit Saturday, where we bring singers, you know what I'm saying, singers on here and they actually sing, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to gear towards everybody. It ain't just street or it ain't just pop, it's more so. And I noticed something too, when I was looking at, why do they have you in the pop section? Or did you do that purposefully?
My team did that purposely because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit in the industry, you know what I'm saying, they choose what to consider pop. And what pop is really, you know what I'm saying, it's popular music.
Okay.
It's, you know what I'm saying, it's a meme, and they said it was basically how they treat black or, you know what I'm saying, the African Americans and lighter folks, and it was basically saying rapper and then artist. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, how do I put it? It's just certain songs, like even with the baby, you'll hear certain songs, or he may be on a song with a pop artist and it'll be considered pop, but it's like he's still a popular artist at the end of the day. Like you know what I'm saying, but they gonna categorize him as a rapper.
Okay.
But that nigga's a pop star. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get that. I ain't thinking about that. I get that now. That's a good marketing avenue. I like that.
I don't just want to be labeled, you know what I'm saying, just a rapper. Like, yeah.
Who would you say, or who do you get that you sound like the most? You do a lot of auto-tune. Do you hear like Future?
A lot of people say I sound like Future.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't really get too many comparisons other than him.
Okay.
Just the shit now, like I tried to get away from auto-tune or not use as much of it as I used to. But yeah, so the shit I got dropping now is like, you know what I'm saying, like, can't say I sound like nobody.
Okay.
Like, that's always been my thing, is to just be original. Like, I don't want niggas saying I sound like this nigga or I sound like that nigga. Like,
what's next for Dyson Alexander?
You know what I'm saying? Just to keep working. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? Just at this point in my career, I feel like it's all about, you know what I'm saying, just putting shit in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, people done heard the name. People know who I am. At this point, it's all about the music being heard for me, and you know what I'm saying, for niggas to not only put some respect on my name, but to put some respect on VA. A lot of motherfuckers know me as, you know what I'm saying, being from Maryland, and you know what I'm saying, I claim Maryland, I love them to death, but VA where I'm at, and I would be wrong not to claim somewhere I've been for the majority of my life. So it's really about me shining light on Virginia and the DMV as a whole, because I still feel like we got niggas like Wale, we got niggas like Shock Lizzy, but it can be someone bigger than a Wale or Shock Lizzy. And that's where I'm trying to take it to.
Good.
How did you meet Cardi?
Shit. I was with my man Notes the Great, and we was at Baltimore at the World Farms Arena, and what the fuck happened? Oh, we was backstage, we was just cooling, and then she just walks out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna hold you. That was the one time I was like, out of everybody that I done met, that was the one time I was starstruck. Like, in the video, I had to crop out like the first 2 seconds, cause like my face was just like, that shit showed it all. I was like, but she just walked out, and she was just cooling. I was like, what the fuck? Like, she had, I think, one security guard with her, but like, he wasn't in. Like, he was just letting her do her. She was just like in her own world. Like, that shit was crazy. And yeah, but that was definitely the time I was starstruck. I was like, damn, like, it's really Cardi B. Like, what the fuck? Like, she just walked out, like, without a care in the world.
What city would you say is the best for you to record at? What city brings the best out of you, since you actually travel to different cities?
Oh man, I would say between Atlanta and LA, but I would say Atlanta.
Okay.
Some studios, Icon Studios, I've been in patchwork. I just really enjoy, you know what I'm saying, being in ATL and connecting with people. Like that's really it for me. Like just connecting, being where I need to be, meeting the right motherfuckers. But it's like when I get there, I just want to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other shit could, you know what I'm saying, come later. But I gotta get in the studio. Like,
all right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We definitely appreciate you for coming through, man. Here at DatWay, we like to dare artists to thrive by giving them an opportunity and a platform to showcase their talent. Thank you, bro. Have a wonderful day, man. You take it easy and stay Corona free, man.
Right. Like, I don't think I can get that shit for another 3 months. So,
all right, my brother. Have a wonderful day, man.
You too, bro.
All right. Like to give an artist the opportunity to showcase their talent. And hold on, wait, that was so wrong.
I do got a question though. I want to ask you about your dreads. You the 2-strand, but the shits keep unraveling.
And you gonna go through an ugly phase. The shit gonna look funny, like they gonna be big and all that. But once them bitches start to get length on them, shit gonna look sweet. What's my clothing line? So, look. So we were checking out your Instagram, and this is actually her question, but I'm gonna steal it because she ain't asked it yet. So that's all day. I'm like, Slim, you trip. I'm on that ass. Shit.
I gotta tell him cause I been that nigga. Still like that ass, so I can't reconsider. Real boy hustler, real go get. I'm sipping on drinking, might fuck up my liver. I only see dimes, can't fuck with no nigga. She know who I am, talk about I look familiar. I know she ain't met a nigga that's realer. He say he a hitter, huh? Ain't no pot, go hit him up. I see niggas talking tough. I'm the type.